Hey guys, what is going on? DaBoki here once again. It is time for a MapleStory video. Today is Sunny Sunday and I wanted to go ahead and take advantage of some of these things. I'd probably say this is one of the less exciting Sunny Sundays, but still pretty good for training and getting some nice Monster Park in. 2 times your Melody coins. So I wanted to go ahead and just hang out on MapleStory, do maybe a totem today, get some mesos because upcoming Shiny Star Force event is happening. If you guys don't know what the Shiny event is, it is the 5, 10, 15 Star Force event plus the 30% discount on Star Forcing, which is going to be pretty insane. So I did want to go ahead and try to get as much mesos as possible for that. Of course, depending on when you watch this video, it could have already passed, but it's supposed to come up next Sunday on the 24th of July. So I'm going to be trying to save up as much mesos for that as possible and just to see if I can get some good gains with that event. Plans for today. I want to go ahead and first get Monster Park because today is Sunday and I really recommend you guys do Monster Park on Sundays. You can get your 2x cards from Monster Park Sundays, which is very helpful to train. They did redo Monster Park just a little bit so that you can get a little bit more XP. I feel like they used to not have these higher level Monster Park maps, so this is pretty nice. Oh yes, I am also using my Star Constellation damage skin. I've been really enjoying this damage skin. Some people that come into my streams don't really like it because you can't see the numbers, but I just really like the design and the aesthetic of it. It's pretty clean and really just easy on the eyes too. I think it's pretty, but I do like the numbers once in a while, so I change it back and forth to like a number damage skin or a non-number. So what's really nice about today on this Sunny Sunday though, which like it all lines up, Sunday being like the best day to do Monster Park, and also today there's the event, if you guys saw on the very first screen when I started this video, 50% extra for Monster Park XP. So right now, like at 236, I'm not getting that much XP from Monster Park. Usually I save my Monster Park runs for like my bossing mule. Today I want to go ahead and do it on my marksman just so I can get those 2x boxes. So I am curious to see how much XP do I actually get from this Monster Park run. Also, don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys sit through 7 runs of me doing Monster Park. If this was live stream, yes, I would make you guys sit through this. Since this is a video, you know, we have the power of editing and cutting. I will go ahead and just finish this one up, see how much percent I get, and then meet back up with you guys after I finish all 7 runs here. So 44%, let's see. Okay, I get like 2%. I mean, hey, all in total 14% at this level. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do 7 more runs. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so I finished all my 7 runs in Monster Park and I'm at 58% right now, which I think I got about 14%, which is pretty awesome at level 236 just doing Monster Park 7 times. The exciting thing is though, of course, these Monster Park boxes for Sundays give you 2x coupons, and I think like the juicy ones that you're looking for are the 30-minute rewards, but sometimes they do come out with 15 minutes. I would recommend you as well, like this is a 15-minute right here. I recommend to not like use your boxes until you're about to train because these boxes never expire, but once you open them, they'll have an expiration date on it. So now you can see these coupons will expire. So I would probably open these up like all right before you pop a totem or something, but I'm gonna be doing a totem and I know I'm gonna be using these coupons before they expire just because I'm gonna need to farm a lot. So I'm just gonna open up all these and see if I can maybe at least get, okay, you know, there's a little part of me that hopes that I can get that badge. Before I start training, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly do my dailies because I want to go ahead and also fill out the coin cap, and I think doing dailies is like probably the easiest way. I'm probably KSing this person. Let me go. Oh no, wow. Oh, I hope they weren't using this map. I always feel bad about that, like I'm KSing them or something. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do these really quick. The dailies go by so fast now. Wait, is someone here? Oh, I'm like super paranoid that I'm taking someone's map. But yeah, the dailies go by really fast now because every time you move up into the Arcane River, you get 1 less dailies, so it's really nice. And I can maybe change my damage skin too, just so that we can see some numbers. if you guys wanted to see some numbers. Okay, I could go for this one, I guess. I just got to Esfera a few days ago as well, so I've been doing these dailies here. It's been really nice having like a change of pace, a new map, so I was really excited to get to here. This is the level 235 area, I think, where you need to fight Will, which that's gonna be pretty fun. I'm trying to push Lotus, or not Lotus, I guess Lucid and Will after the Star Force event. Maybe try to join a party or something and see how Baki Choi can do. But yeah, after we get some more gains, I will go ahead and try to push the next iteration of bosses. So I need 7 more levels in order to surpass my Wind Archer, Fresh Bulbs. And then this will officially be my highest level character. Almost done with these dailies. One last one. And then I'll do some totem time. I'll show you guys the rotation that I do with Baki Choi. Wow, 64%. My gosh. The dailies now just give so much XP too. Yeah, already 64. I started at 44 today. So doing all my dailies in Monster Park, I got 20%. And that's quite a bit, I think. I don't know, it feels like a lot. So I'm gonna do a little bit of maintenance before I start my totem adventure. So what I like to do, like for a totem, I like to get the Legion Wealth coupons. Like as you can see, I bought them out quite a bit. If you just started, you probably won't have a lot of Legion coins. I'm like already running out of Legion coins myself, so this is kind of getting a little bit worrisome. I'm trying to get that, but yeah, I get that. I get asked this still a little bit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk through it in case you guys don't know how to buy a totem and what totems are. But you go into your event tab here in Cash Shop, and if you go to Maple Reward Shop tab, you can buy yourself a wild totem coupon. Reward points are mostly gotten from doing bosses and in-game content. Yes, this is the amount of mesos I've saved up at the moment is about 6.5 bill. My goal for Shiny Star Force is to get to 20 bill, but that might be a bit of a stretch. At least 10 bill. If I can get to like 10 to 15 bill, that'd be great, but 20 bill would be pretty insane if I can get that much. I will go ahead and now go to my training map, which I like to go to D Cup still. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and just get ourselves prepped. I'm gonna pop all of my buffs here. So I'm gonna do a 20-minute, I'm gonna do a self buff for MVP, and I'm gonna give myself a 2x buff. Pop all of these. Ooh, I don't have any more gold pots. Oh man, okay. That's all right. So for the training rotation of this map, it's a little bit different, you know, but pretty much what you do is you just hop down into this little hole here and from the rope, and then you can just clear out all of the map. Then you just kind of rinse and repeat this. It's pretty stress-free. I don't know, once you get into the rhythm of it, it's not bad at all. Just the only thing is, I'm not sure how many classes can take advantage of this training style. I know Adele's do really good here. Marksman's, of course, you know, I think we do pretty well as well. But I'm sure there's some classes that just can't really take advantage of this training style. If you can kind of get creative and like do a certain rotation like this, I found that this map actually has some really good rates. Right now, if I train here per totem, I can get 1 bill mesos. And yeah, XP is really good as well. And then every once in a while, you're gonna wanna go into the middle and collect your mesos. Just come in the middle here. And since I have a vac pet, it's really great. Makes it so much easier to pick up the items. I've just been so spoiled with this vac pet. But I'm just like curious though, like for people that never played Maple and like they pop into my stream or something, or maybe get onto a video and they see me doing this for like 2 hours, they're like, what are you doing? You know, what is going on in your mind right now? But yeah, it's not bad at all. I don't know. It's got like a nice, very therapeutic feel to it, being able to just go back and forth and hit. If you're curious about my stats right now, these are my stats at the moment. This is with my farming gear on though. So, you know, dex sitting at about 17k here, damage 8 mil range, and then meso obtained, I got 1472%, item drop rate 136, which when you're farming for mesos, you just need 60% additional drop rate just to make sure that the meso bags drop from every mob. That's just the goal that you want to be shooting for, is 60% item drop rate, so that the meso bags drop from every mob. Because if you don't have the item drop rate and the mobs don't always drop mesos, then even your meso percent, it's gonna suffer quite a bit. We'll check up on the mesos at the 30-minute mark just to see how much we've farmed in 30 minutes. I'm about done with my first 30-minute buff here on the totem, and man, I've been just zoning. I've been zoning in, listening to some real good music, just chilling, vibing. This is my first time actually grinding on Baki Choi off stream. It feels different. I miss this though. I mean, it was really fun grinding away on stream, of course. Just being able to stream and do everything and being able to hang out with you guys. But I just forget how therapeutic trading on a totem is, just kind of zoning out with yourself, you know? So all the 30-minute buffs ran out. Let me go ahead and see. Woof! 279 mil was made. Almost 300 mil. That's pretty insane. 3 node stones, which, okay, that's kind of low. I feel like per totem, I get like roughly 20 to 30. 30 if it's like a really good, lucky, drop rate session. Okay, I'm gonna go and pop my next iteration of buffs here. I can even do a battle analysis right now as well, in case we want to see like the official numbers of everything, if you guys are curious. This will be off by a few minutes, but I'll try to have this running for 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, an elite boss just spawned right when I turned on the battle analysis. Dude, the elite mobs have been like this ongoing thing where it's like, when they spawn in your map, it just ruins your rates because, it takes like a little bit for you to kill them. Not because of like you need the damage. Sometimes you do need the damage, but most of the time it's just because they 1-1 you for eternity. Alright, now we can just burst them down. There we go. Okay, there we are. And we got some boxes, which just gives me occult cubes, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and get started now, shall we? Let's go. But yeah, like I was mentioning before, this is my first time popping a totem off stream, which it's been pretty fun. Been really different too, just streaming the progression of a character like all the way through. It's almost like we kind of got invested with this character together, which has been really cool. And I feel bad too because I know YouTube's side of things, we haven't really gotten to see too much of the progression. I try to upload the most of the main highlights of it, but there's of course a lot of stuff that is missed. But I also feel like I can capture a lot more stuff, at least on stream, just because I don't usually record and film everything. Progressing in MapleStory has just been really, really fun, really rewarding lately, especially with this Destiny update. I love this bossing meta. I love like being able to kind of push to farther content a little bit quicker, or at least, typically than I normally do. I know I've been playing a lot more lately as well, which kind of helps the progression, definitely. And there's a lot of people that just can't play as often, and you have to progress at your own pace. Whatever you can do, try never to like compare yourself with others as you're progressing through. But it's nice to get kind of, I guess, motivated and influenced by others if you kind of want to see a direction or like how other people are kind of doing things. But make sure that you remember that everyone is different in how the progression works and the play style of things. We can like take a lot of notes from people, but copying it, I think, one-to-one is a little dangerous to do sometimes. Actually, just like thinking about all this kind of awakened something, awakened a memory. My last camping adventure, I went out and hiked a little bit and was adventuring and wandering around in the wilderness. And at one point, while I was hiking around in the forests and kind of off the trail a little bit, I kind of put myself down in the perspective, or tried to get myself down in the perspective of like a little animal, or like a little rabbit, or the things that would be running through the forests normally and naturally. And I tried to like see like from their eyes and what they would see, and it's very different. It's like if you get down, or if you like stand up higher than you normally are at your eye level, the perspective is very off. This kind of reminds me of like also when I like stand on a step stool or something to reach the height of my taller friends. I'm a little bit on the shorter side. I'm like 5'6" or 5'7". I have like a lot of tall friends, so like they'll be like over 6'5" or like 7 feet, some of them, and I'll like stand on a chair or like on a table to reach their height. and like see from their eye level, and it's just like a whole different world up there. And I'm sure if they like got down to my level, it would just be a whole nother world as well. But like doing that, like that perspective, right, especially like in the forest, when I was like kind of putting myself down to these animals that'd be running around, I would walk through the forest very differently if I was that size, right? Like a lot of the times when I was walking through the forest, I was like walking over trees or pushing through bushes and maybe stepping over obstacles that were in my way. But when I got down to that level, I noticed like going through the forest, that wouldn't be the most preferred way to travel. You would want to like, you know, maneuver through or go under a lot of things and use kind of this shelter and cover for your advantage, and not needing to go over it but go through it. And I think that's a lot of things in life too, is like you can kind of think of yourself as we're all different, and we progress through life, we progress through the forest all different ways, to each like their own way, their own very unique way of kind of going through life. And I was kind of like reminding myself a little bit of this, because a lot of times I get frustrated when I'm like trying to learn something or trying to figure out things, right? Like maybe content creating or progressing in MapleStory, going through the school system, and like, you know, we can get help, we can watch guides, we can get tutors, we can like try to learn and get help in a different, from an outside source. But for us to kind of go through that journey, we're going to experience something completely different than that person did, and we have to adapt and mold and I guess do things how we would do it, because we can't ever follow something completely one-to-one in order to be successful. We can follow it close, but it's going to be different. And going back to my forest thought, you know, like going through the forest, I was specifically thinking about like different types of animals, maybe making from point A to point B of the forest itself. So like a squirrel versus a rabbit, you know, how they would travel from one side of the forest to another. A rabbit would hop very fast, you know, run through and under a lot of cover and maneuver through some maybe small holes within the ground and tunnels, and, you know, find the most desirable path even under and through bushes, as a squirrel might go and climb up on a tree and hop from limb to limb. But each one is able to make it from one side of the forest to another, but in their own way, a way that they can succeed the best from it, if that makes sense. Like a rabbit wouldn't try to climb a tree and hop limb to limb from going from one side to another. That'd be entertaining to watch, but that just wouldn't be efficient for them. They could try, but they would not succeed very well. And a squirrel as well, you know, like a squirrel could probably actually very well run under a lot of things, and probably do a lot of times, you know, traveling around is like, they don't always hop from tree to tree, but maybe it is faster for them and safer for them if they were to maybe hop limb to limb and almost like Spider-Man their way across the forest. You know, I think each animal, they have their goal in mind, like they want to make it to that side of the forest, but the journey is going to be different. And we say that in life all the time, is like, oh, it's not the destination, it's the journey. But that just holds so much weight to it, because our journey, each one's journey is going to be different, even though we have the same goal. And I think that's what we need to remind ourselves, is that we all are going to be experiencing, and we all need to do things differently in order to succeed and give ourselves what we need in life. And I'm trying to remind myself that every day, just kind of going through it, is like, I have different needs than everyone else does, you know, and I need to make sure I'm taking care of myself the best that I can. It doesn't matter what society and what the social norms are, you know, like, sure, there's a good guideline that we should be following, but we need to make sure that we understand that we are different. You know, we are different. We should be proud of who we are and use that to our advantage of traveling to the other side of the forest. Don't do exactly what the squirrel is trying to do, you know, do what you need to do in order to get there. So yeah, anyways, that's my little thought. Of course, it just kind of relates back into MapleStory a little bit, because I just get asked a lot about progression, especially when I'm live streaming, like, what's the best way to progress, where to train, you know, like a guide to follow on how to just get like the best gear, or like how to become the most successful in Maple. And then a lot of people getting frustrated because they feel like they're falling behind in MapleStory because they don't have as much time as like me to play. Like, of course, if you're working a full-time job, you have family, you have friends, social needs, yes, you're not going to be able to progress as fast as someone that didn't have those responsibilities. But you have to remember that MapleStory, again, you shouldn't be comparing yourself with others. You should be getting motivated and using it as a guideline of like the goal that you want to achieve, but everyone's journey is different. So I'm trying to eliminate the idea of the quote unquote falling behind, because there shouldn't be a comparison. We can easily say that for life as well, as like we're falling behind in life. No, everyone just has a different start. Everyone has a different path. Like for college degrees, like yes, society has kind of like a set guideline of 4 years right after high school, you're supposed to go to college. And then if you don't, then you're just apparently so far behind. Which that's very discouraging because, man, life happens sometimes, right? Not everyone can go to college right after high school and get their degree. Maybe you have to wait 20 years to get your degree. But I think those people that are able to still accomplish the goals in a later time, or maybe takes a little bit longer, I think those people inside are much stronger, because if you can do that at a later time, even with all these like guidelines and you feel like you're kind of going against it, it's kind of incredible, like what you've just overcome and what you can accomplish. I lost my train of thought a little bit on where I was going, not gonna lie. I'm just kind of letting my mind wander quite a bit, but I just want to let you guys know, like, if you guys are doing MapleStory, if you guys are doing life, which I think everyone is doing, don't get discouraged. Don't feel like you're behind in anything, you know? I think the world is too much in this like racy aspect. It's like we're racing to what? To the end? Like, is that what we're racing to? Is the end of life? Like, okay, as long as I think we can feel the fulfillment in whatever it may be, dude, just do it. I love when I have people come into chat and tell me they just killed Czak for the first time. You know, like right now we think Czak is kind of a pretty trivial boss, but it's cool. It's really cool. Or like hitting 200 for the first time. Like these accomplishments, these fulfillments, if you can feel that, if you can get it, that's what this is about. You know, is getting that fulfillment and feeling it. It's hard though, man. It's hard not to compare yourself with others and see, you know, where others are at this point of time, that point of time. You know, it's really difficult. I mean, I do it too, you know. It's like, oh, you know, I'm trying to see like, oh, 236, what are your stats at? And like trying to compare a little bit on like, where should I be? Am I like a little bit above the norm, or am I below the norm on the damage? And maybe that could be like equivalent to like age and money, or like social status, or like your career, where you're at. There could be a lot of things associated with these numbers, which I think blinds us from the bigger picture in life. And I really want to try to break away from that. I think I'm really trying to disconnect myself a bit from the numbers of everything, especially money. I think that's a really big thing that I've been kind of dabbling with in my mind. You know, money is just super important in this world, man. It's very important. You need it to live. You need money to do anything in this world, unfortunately. And I'm still trying to find that good balance of not getting so consumed by the money, by the finances, but have just that balance where I can still keep myself. I did feel like I was kind of slipping away a little bit. Maybe I'll save that for another talk, but I think it's kind of a big reason, one of the big reasons why I wanted to push content creating full time right now. I feel bad kind of thinking about this, because I know there's a lot of people out there that struggle with money quite a bit, you know, and that's just a big thing, living paycheck to paycheck and really just financially having a hard time. Oh my gosh, did I just level? Dude, that level snuck up on me, guys. I was just so zoned out. Oh my goodness. 237. Holy smokes. Let's go. What I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to just find myself a little bit more. I'm always trying to find myself and just grow internally and try to feel that internal growth. And man, I could not be more fortunate, everyone, just for all the support. Like, I could not be here doing this on this journey of life without you guys. Probably safely say you have given me like the perspective and the hunger to grow in life. That is just so hard for me to express, like how grateful I am for that, for you guys putting that fire within me, giving me this position, this opportunity to find myself here through content creating, and it kind of opening up just new explorations for myself. Very interesting. I'm just kind of curious, like if I didn't pursue YouTube, if I didn't go through this path of content creating, would I be like this, or would I have this hunger, this thirst for growth, or I guess like curiosity on like what life has? I feel like it's kind of opened up a gate for better or worse. I'm not really sure. I'm not saying it's all been easy, man. It's been some difficult times, some really dark times too, like trying to adventure in. Like the more you start to open up these doors, I feel like you'll find a lot of beauty, but also you'll find a lot of darkness that you'll need to overcome or deal with. Because we open up a lot of doors, like once we start diving into our mind and like trying to figure more out about life and ourselves. And it's a lot of goodness, but sometimes you open up some wrong doors too. You know, I'm not gonna lie, or some doors that you try to keep hidden or locked away that you're trying to like maybe dig into a little bit. And then you open that door and you can't fully close it, but like you acknowledge it, you know, and you're like working to close it and working to figure out like the best ways to deal with it. I don't know if that makes sense. I may just be rambling super hardcore right now, but anyways, that is my totem talks, I guess, for now. that is my totem talks. I just want to say thank you guys. You all are awesome. I love you all, seriously. And I know what you're watching me do right now, like I'm jumping into 2 holes right now over and over. I'm gonna check back up with you guys in like 5 minutes here once this buffs expire, and then we can check to see just how much battle analysis gains we've done. I think my goal is going to be probably 30%. I believe I have about an hour left of Totem. I'll probably just pop on a show or something and watch that in my last half of the Totem here. But yeah, I think 30% would be incredible to get to. That'd be a really nice goal to get. So leveled up and 30% would be pretty insane. Oh, I trained out this burning field. Did I disconnect? I disconnected! No! Wait. Okay, well, all my buffs, that's okay. Alright, that was actually perfect timing for that disconnect. But I gotta say, guys, the only issue is that the battle analysis, I won't be able to see the full numbers for it. Man, it actually took away my battle analysis. That's so unlucky. Right there at the 30-minute mark. Oh, no way. That really sucks. Alright, well, I lost all my buffs, but that was pretty much the 30-minute mark. Let's see how many mesos we have. So I have 542 mil. We're gonna be making a bill and a totem here if I continue to train this way. 9 node stones, still 3 droplets, and we're still crushing through. Alright, well, I'm gonna continue this totem, and I will talk with you guys when I talk with you, I guess. Alrighty, so totem just expired and I hit 38%. Pretty good training session overall, I think. So let me go ahead and go back to town and let's just see what we made our gains here. But yeah, that was 2 hours of training. Ooh, okay. So we did make 1 billion mesos in the totem time, so that's great. 24 node stones, which that's going to be very massive as well. 4,000 spell traces, which is just good meso. 5 droplet stones. That is pretty nice. And I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. That was a really fun totem session. I wish you the best of luck if you guys are trying to take advantage of this shiny Star Force event. Make sure to follow my Twitch streams if you guys want to catch me live. I'm doing a lot of progressing, a lot of grinding on Maple as well as other games. So definitely check me out there. Twitch.tv/DaBoki. Thank you again, guys. Much love, one love. This has been DaBoki, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.